Well, game's officially begun, sort of. K9 unable to field a full team here, so instead opting to Dome apparently not being able to update his game, opting to just play 6v7, although they've already forfeited due to not being able to field a team. Sad. Apparently Dome can't figure out how to update his game on Gridiron. You know, you just click, a few buttons here or there. Either that or he already found out that they decided to forfeit and just didn't want to play. Could be another potential answer. But now we have a 6v7 going on. DS will just, I guess, play it out. Still a little bit awkward here for them in general. And a bad situation in general for GFA, I guess. But it is what it is. The show will go on. They will just be missing a wide receiver at running back. As we get our first bit of action here from the new K9. Bam, rolling out here. Getting close to the sideline, looking to throw a dot. And it will be a dot to Cam there. That Bam to Cam connection. Is now rolling out left here. 4-man blitz coming out, looking for a corner. And it will be picked up by Railstock right in front of the end zone. A potential safety here looming over the head of DS. Let's get their lineups here on defense in order. Wazzy running it up the middle, not trying to take a risk of getting the safety. Smart enough. Thanks. A lot of help from DJ for helping figure out how to set up the scoreboard stuff. But yeah, I made it in a 3D program, and I just made a 2D image. Sadly, it's a 6v7 because K9 unable to field a full team after believing they could play 8K today. After signing him literally today. So when that happened, they were unable to get Dome on. So they're taking the forfeit and just playing 6v7 for stats, I guess. It's a little bit of the iffy situation, but hey, it is what it is, you know. At least we get something here to entertain us. But 6v7's never really fun, but we'll make the most of it. Nope, because it is a forfeit. Same situation with LS right now. Even if LS wins against AZ right now because they were unable to field a team at the correct time when they, rescheduled it or scheduled their game, it was a forfeit as well. However, I believe AZ is winning that game 30-14 now, if I'm not mistaken. Wazzy now stepping up in the pocket will take the run. And a bit more, all the way to a 1st and goal, 7 yards to go. I mean, it's a little ridiculous, to be fair, that... Oh, okay. So I have gotten words. They have not taken the forfeit, actually. If they do get the win, apparently it will be a dub. So this is actually a live match still. However, it's going to be an uphill battle for them, of course, as DS... not a slouch themselves. As Wazzy will take a sack there, running right into Chicken Fatty, which is kind of waiting there in the flats. I agree, if they do win 6v7, they deserve to wholeheartedly. But it's just, the whole thing's just a very scuffed situation in general. As 3-man pressure here. Wazzy maneuvering the pocket pretty well, but runs into his own lineman and will get sacked there by Chicken. Chicken giving the goal bagok in chat. As it'll be a 4th and goal now. 23 yards to go. Decent blocking there by the line. Wazzy taking the shot, and it'll be picked off in the end zone by Cam. as I'm sure this will be the controversy to end the week here for GFA Season 2, as there's been many iffy rulings so far in the whole season, but I think they've handled it pretty well so far, as it'll be Bam taking up the right there on a run. As 4-man bullets sent. As it is a comeback to the right there for Cam. Bam to Cam connection once again. Oh, I forgot. I need to... So... Watch this. Yep. As K9 now has possession, I need to switch that over. Oh, sorry. My bad. Bam taking a run there for the first down and a few more yards. Clutch sliding in there. 3-man rush once again. Bam looking for some comebacks here. Will hit Cam. Ralstock nearly able to jump that. But lots of man beaters here on the side of K9. As DS opting to rush 4-man instead of dropping the extra man into coverage. Bam. Getting to the outside there. Not able to keep the contain is the line of DS. And I'll take a 17-yard run all the way down to the 15-yard line. 1st and 10 now, once again. As Bam will look to take it up the middle before he's tackled there by Clutch. Only a gain of 4 yards. As whoopsie. Bam looking for a counter run and will take it. The end biting a little too in there, getting blocked out. As Steve cannot sub right now. Steve currently is casting the AZ game. Otherwise, I'm sure they would have loved to have Steve take over for them. As Dutamin catching that back there. Making it 0-8 game. As DS looking to answer back here to end the first quarter. As they will take over near the 40-yard line, 39-yard line to be exact. Right now, as it looks like most of the other games are coming to a close. Looks like it was a 31-21 victory for Empire over Doomsday. And Title versus Goat Factory is reaching near its end. Poppy there with the good in route. We'll go first down in a bit more. Get him over the 50-yard line now. Meanwhile, title game is currently 31-26. Looks like it is paused for some reason. As Wazzy now taking this out to the right. Good blocking by the line receivers. Not getting quite open yet. Wazzy looking to step up there. And will take the run. Good slide. And blocking. Nearly grants Wazzy a touchdown there, but instead he will be tackled. Last minute save there by Bam. Good sticky coverage though so far by K9. As Wazzy now rolling out to his left, staying in pocket chicken. Getting through, looking insane as he is running forward. Looking to throw it up to the corner there. Ralstock able to catch that, but it is out of bounds. Wazzy not trusting his receivers as much here as usual against these man coverage. Very good receivers on the side of K9, of course. Wazzy not trying to risk it here. Will just run up the middle and dive. He may have been able to get a touchdown there if he did not dive at the last second, but instead only 11 yards. 7 yards to go. Yes, I see. Sadly, is a 6v7. K9 unable to field a full team as it will be a run to the right here. K9 unable to field a full team. Apparently they thought AK could play the same day he was signed, even though he was only signed a few hours ago. So because of that, Dome had to come in, but apparently Dome couldn't figure out how to update his game, so Now we have this going on as Wazzy dives in there on the left for the touchdown. 2-point conversion coming up. As interesting enough, K9 trying to get a little bit tricky there with their coverage, as it looks like another run to the left. Wazzy just abusing the fact that he has 6 blockers and there's only 6 defenders. And also kicking it off to the left. Of course, if K9 actually manages to win this, which is still likely, still possible in general, they do still get the dub, as they're opting for Cam to be the running back here, so having a stack on 2 sides, as Bam looking to run it here himself. This is looking like a very roach on roach game right now. As, okay, they're actually switching around where Cam is positioned currently. As Bam looking for another counter roll. Ice Cube biting it too much to the outside, unable to fill the hole, of course, is the safety or D-tackle combo. And Bam will just take it for another 20-yard chunk run. Really good blocking by both O-lines so far, allowing their QBs a lot of space as Clutch nearly gets in there. Instead, Bam will slide jump around and manage to pick up 12 yards. Bam now. Throwing it to Dude Mean unable to come up with it. Sean actually body blocking him out and will get the interception. This gives the advantage over to DS, who can now take a score possession should they march down the field. Of course, they have over 85 yards to go. Good blocking here. And it is a lineman leak. Bouse running all the way down the field. Getting a ton of yardage all the way out to the opposing 36-yard line. 49-yard pass to the lineman. DS not afraid to take advantage of their extra player, as there'll be a run there to the right. Wazzy now. Twins left. Good rush by the line. Chicken getting in. Clutch leaking out towards his man, of course, as they're trying to split them there. Poppy actually open in the middle a bit, but Wazzy unable to find him. As I need to update my stream title real quick. As Wazzy now rolls out to his left, taking a good run. Chicken Fat able to get in there and get the tackle. A 4th and 11 now, as he will hit Poppy over the middle. Poppy been one of his most reliable receivers all season, getting a ton of yak, as well as receiving, I believe, 18 passes in total over the course of 2 games. An insane amount of passing to Poppy. As Wazzy now standing in the pocket a bit to the right. Chicken getting free lane in there after Clutch decides to leak out, unable to keep his man. And it'll be another sack, 2nd and 23. So despite the 6v7, K9 still holding their own, especially on defense. Line still getting a decent amount of pressure on them. As Wazzy, usually good moves. As it'll be a throw to Sean there. Diving for it. Will only be out 15 yards. But still. Why is it a 6v7? I wish I was able to make commands. So the reason it's a 6v7 right now is because K9 was unable to field a full roster because they thought AK could play. AK was just picked up today, so he's not allowed to play yet till a week waiver. And so they tried to get Dome to come in, but Dome apparently doesn't know how to update his game, or can't update his game, I don't know. As it'll be a nice pass over the middle there. So they decided to just play 6v7. They got the go-ahead from the commish. Of course, if K9 actually wins this, they do still get the dub. However, it's gonna be an uphill battle still. Although they're doing a pretty good job so far of keeping DS in check for the most part. But yeah, not exactly the game you want to see. You don't usually want to see a 6v7. It's not that competitive. But it is what it is. As an amazing throw there, threading the needle to Poppy Crack, will score their second touchdown of the game. An absolute dot from Wazimoto. As they are looking to go for the extra point here instead of the 2-point conversion. Not being super aggressive, just playing their own game. As block in. The kick is indeed good. Now a 15-8 game for DS versus K9. So yeah, just not exactly what you love to see, but we'll make do. As Chicken letting go over his head there, unable to get the ball, and they will instead be starting at the 20-yard line. This is probably the harder part, actually, is just marching down the field. As it'll be a 5-man rush, I believe, there. DS sending the full house. Bam, picking up 5 yards still on a run. As Bam looking for another counter, JC getting attacked there by Chicken. As only 36 remain in the half. Gonna need some big plays here from K9 if they want to be able to score a touchdown. As Cam open a bit deep there, will leverage it to him, and he will catch it for 40 yards, all the way down to the 30-yard line. As good leverage throws so far to his receivers by Bam. As Bam just slide jumping around several people there, running it inside the 20-yard line. 15 seconds remaining. DS need to make a stop here. But DS not attacking that line. Instead, opting to fall a bit back. 3-2 now coming out for them on defense. They need to play a bit more aggressive here and not get blocked out. Or Bam will just keep running on them. As Bam gets tackled barely at the line of scrimmage there. DS looking to make a last-second stop if possible. Probably 2 more plays possible here for K9. As Bam, unable to reach the end zone. And it will go down to zeros, triple zeros. K9 unable to answer last second. As they'll be kicking the DS once again here. A rough way to end for K9. It'll be DS getting it out here. Wazi, a good return and more. Cam barely getting that dive out, but all the way down to the opposing 40-yard line. A 49-yard kick return. As now Wazi rolling out to his right. Thrown into Poppy on a good in there. Poppy getting more yardage before he's tackled by Dupmean within the 5-yard line. As let's try and look and see what's going on here. So it looks like Wazi actually running it in there for the touchdown. As we have a final from the title K9 game, it looks like it ends up being 44 title, 26 Goat Factory. And looks like the Aztecs game also finished, as is 56-28 Aztecs over LS. As currently now it is a 22-8 game. DS over K9. A little bit of a mark there, as it's still a 6v7. As Sheen is getting abused on the sideline by Dupmean on his kick return, but unable to make it anywhere really. is Bam. There's Chicken. A 35-yard start for K9 now. Bam. Looking to take it out to the right. And we'll cut up in the middle. Huge gap there. And we'll get 7 yards on a run. As I've seemed to attach myself to Chicken there. Another potential run to the outside here on the left for Bam. Bam actually throwing it up to Doopmean, who's unable to strafe it in, body blocked out of bounds. Third and 3 now. As getting some good pressure up the middle. Bam. Looking possibly to run it, but instead we'll throw it deep and hit Cam. An absolute dot of a throw over the head of the DS defenders. Now a 1st and goal. K9 running a counter to the right again. Good blocking, and it will result in a 9-yard rushing touchdown for Bam. DS having little answers for these counter runs, absolutely destroying them. Amazing play still, as they're going for 2 points here. As it looks to be a left throw, just a quick in there. Yes, Bam is throwing absolute dots and great leverage to his receivers. As Wazzy now taking the ball and running it up here on kick return. Good blocking by DS, and we'll get it all the way out to the 46-yard line. DS looking to continue to answer with scores of their own here. As Wazzy is now rolling right. Had Ralstock just kind of wait there for a screen pass, and we'll pick up the 1st down and a bit more all the way out to the 37-yard line of K9. Yes, continue to march down the field. As now out to his left, a short side roll there. Wazzy will get the edge and get a nice 11-yard run. As now this is just a run straight up the gut. Good blocking there by DS. Wazzy tackled by Cam. Nearly getting within the 10-yard line. Down to the 12. As DS perfectly fine with abusing the 6v7. As it will be actually good contained there on the left side run. Exactly, Dustin. Why wouldn't they abuse the 6v7? It's not their fault that K9 couldn't field 7 players.